I just bought a 7.3 liter Power Stroke from a salvage auction, 1,800 miles away from home, sight unseen. Let's go pick it up.
I am currently sitting on a rock with all of my belongings. We got a backpack, pillowcase full of snacks, waiting for a tow truck to arrive because Copart is sticklers and they will not allow you to drive the car out. Doesn't smell like smoke. It's a good sign. Initial review. First off, I think he hit an animal. There's just no way that this comes from hitting a car. I mean, you would have hit this first, but then I get here. What would do that much damage? I don't know. You went off-roading something. Under the hood, I haven't started it yet. We have batteries, but our fan itself is catching on that edge. I don't want to destroy that. So I'm gonna unbolt this, slide the radiators ahead. This cross member got pushed back just a little bit here. So I might need a new one of them. Definitely a new one of these. Ooh. We'll get rid of that. I went ahead and pulled fluids. Oil looks good. It's a little on the black side. Transmission fluid. Ooh. There are some granular bits on the end of it that scare the crap out of me. I know the 7.3 isn't really known for having a good transmission, so that's where I'm a little worried about this because it's got the bits, like sand almost, gritty. So one of the gears is probably gone. If they did this with insurance fraud, pretty good job. It is listed by an insurance agency. Maybe we'll have to put a transmission in here. It was definitely a farm truck if the mud didn't give it away. The animal feed, the Coors Light beer, somewhere I saw in here, there, and the sheep turds, it definitely give it away. We got some Ryobi tools. Oh boy. I don't know that any of these are anything to write home about, but sure. Looks like we had a power steering fluid leak. Oh, there's still fluid in there, so it's not that bad of a leak. Your girlfriend's in here for some reason. We'll keep her safekeeping. I've got the radiator loose and the fan shroud disconnected, moved over enough just so I can spin the fan now. Moment of truth is to hear this bad boy fire up if the batteries have a charge in them. No charge. Okay, cool. Little behind the scenes, I got the grill off, I got the hood off, so now it's back down to stripped. I got batteries in it on both sides. Now it's the moment of truth to see how this baby sounds. I heard a spark. That doesn't sound good. Maybe that's just a solenoid. Waiting to start. Make it glow like that. Yeah, that's the tractor engine, all right. Sounds pretty good. Editing me here. There is a pickup part just around the corner from where I was parked, and after I got it running, I went over there. Found a parts truck. It has all this that I need up here, doop-de-doop-de-doo, for a 6 liter, except it's cracked here. I was all disappointed because I came from over here looking at it, and I was sad because the hood's gone. Walk over here and boom, there's the hood. Today's haul, 2 WeatherTech floor mats and a color matching hood. I'll put you where they belong. Hopefully I got the right ones. I did put them in an excursion to make sure that they fit. Come on. Yes. Look at that. We are official farmers. Now for the passenger side. Well, maybe that's for a different car. Good enough. This cross member needs to come ahead about 1/4 of an inch to give me enough slack, enough clearance, I should say, for my fan shroud. The best thing I could find to hook against was a dumpster, so we're just gonna hook this up here, crank this tight, and set you guys up here to watch the carnage begin. This will either be very good or very bad, and we'll only find out with time. So that moved a little bit, but I need this hose to be less kinked is the thing. So we're gonna move this over here now. Slide this over here, over the hedges and through the woods to straightening frames we go. Okay. That looking pretty good, honestly. A little bit of side action going to the side of the dumpster. I now have enough clearance in here to spin the fan. Oh, not quite yet. I'm a little sketched out. I'm using one of these little hooks to pull against. I didn't do that, but I think I'm gonna do that to this one here. I don't want it to come off and then shoot me. It's scary. I'm scared. I don't like it. I think it's moved enough where I can move the truck over there where I can hook it back to that. That is a lot safer. It's hooked up to an actual point now. Let's see if I can pop this. Let's see how much clearance we're. Oh yeah, there's at least maybe 2 millimeters now. It's better, but it's off like a solid inch almost. The whole frame I think is bent because this pipe is touching. I don't think this pipe should be touching the belt. It's not, but it's darn close. If I can let it go and it holds that position, I'm happy. Still touches. Oh man. Worst case, I take the fan shroud off, but to do that, I think I have to remove this, which means I have to drain coolant, and I have to take that off. With it running, the fan just kind of chills there, which isn't a bad thing, but it bothers me how far over it is. There's no clearance on this side and there's an inch on that side. One blanket in the back seat, one set of 2 pillowcases in the back seat, and 1 pillow for bare minimum comfort while I sleep. We got some late night snacks of strawberries. We got some Reese's peanut butter cups, delicious, and some bagels from San Diego that have gone a long ways. On that paperwork, I found a number for the previous owner of the car. I called him. Turns out he had the truck parked in a parking lot. It was parked at the time of the accident. Someone parked here, backed into the truck with over the curb, and just basically pushed the truck back 6 feet. I still haven't gotten the clearance right on that, and I'm starting to think now that the whole truck's frame is bent because this eyelet is kind of tilted just a little bit compared to this eyelet over here, which is a little bit straighter. So tomorrow I'm going to try to find a chain and a chain binder, and I'm going to try to chain it, trying to bend the frame back a little bit. We made it 40 minutes. Track's really straight. The steering's a little loose. I'm not worried about the driving part of it. The alignment's off too. It's gonna be a nice little, 6-hour cruise up to Seattle. I have no doubt in that engine. Sounds great. I do have a doubt though in my boost leak. It is boosting away and leaking. Listen to this. Hear that leak? I don't like this worm clamp one bit. I think this is a terrible design. This should be a V-band, proper with an 11 millimeter. I just ate a pound of strawberries, and let me tell you, they went down good. That's loose. It shouldn't be loose, I don't think. I don't know how tight this goes, but I guess we're gonna go all the way. Well, that should be better. Should be a little bit more powerful. That is tight. I just loose. It wiggles, I guess. Sounds like a fellow 7.3 out there. Come teach a brother a thing or two. First fill up with this truck, and I noticed that the nozzle doesn't fit into the tank. So now I'm sitting here pumping painfully slow, holding it, just babying it in there. Why? Thank you for the 6 liters for having it so you could use truck stop fuel. I mean, this part's good. I have that. We're full. I'm heading up to Seattle for the Seattle Boat Show. While I'm there, I'm going to stop at a friend's house. I'm going to get the front end straightened out a little bit. Starting off with getting this bumper off. It only has the 4 18mm bolts holding it on, making this super easy to get on and off. It does look just a tad bit tweaked. It has a little 1.5 ton chain winch, which I think is just going to dial this right into spec. And another Ford to pull against.
I was just staring at this bird over there.
I did a little price shopping on these bumpers, and they're going between 150 and 200 bucks. So for that price, I'm gonna see what I can do with just a little 3-pound maul and kind of tink it out a little bit to make it a little straighter. The last major dent that bothers me is the bed is sort of kicked in a little bit. There's just a nice little angle in it, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna try to pinch that out. There, that looks just a little bit better. Perfect. I think the only thing left to do is to give her a wash. Look at that. She practically sparkles. She looks pretty good. I'm about to flat tow another F350, and just the empty weight of the truck isn't enough to compensate for the weight of the other truck. So I'm gonna get all this trash out of here and then get some gravel loaded up. Otherwise, I just get pushed all over the road. If you ever want to feel like you're wasting someone's time, show up to one of these plants and just get a single yard of gravel. I'll take one small scoop for my pickup truck, please. Thank you very much. Perfect. Here she is, all sad and abandoned. Poor thing. Ooh, I need 4-wheel drive. Yikes. This is slick. I'm gonna take the bumper off just so I have a little bit more room to get these tow hooks off so I can get them welded to the tow bar. The original deal was $1,000 with the title for the truck, but he didn't have a title. So I gave him $300 to go get the title, and then when he gets to get a title, I'll give him the rest of the $700. And he never got me a title, so I guess it's a $300 parts truck. I did run a VIN check to make sure that it wasn't stolen. Maybe I technically stole it, who knows? But this is just one of those that disappeared and was never seen again because this engine's supposedly junk. That's one out. It's pretty substantial. That's pretty beefy right there. I'm thinking of just having this welded and then I just can bolt it onto any Super Duty to have it towed cross country. So this will be pretty slick to have this worked out once it's done. This truck is in pretty rough shape. I've already pulled some of the parts off it, like the mirrors, but this is what I need right here. Come to Papa. I am currently cutting the eyelets off of these because I'm going to put a beam here and a beam here, drill it, and then put the bolt through. I'm currently all suited up. This is what we're working with here. This little plate is going to be drilled, cut, and then put into here. This will ideally go here and here, and then there'll be enough room to hinge. With the eyelet on there, there's not enough room for the tow bar to come down where it needs to come down. This is going to be my setup from now on to tow bar trucks across the country. I've got these little squares cut out. I've got one halfway done. This is the one that's completely done drilling. Looks pretty good. I think that should be enough meat. Nailed it. That is now 4 of these tabs. Laid off. Now let's take them over here and get them tacked on and then weld them home. It's now 11:36. I'm finally back to the truck. We're gonna get the tow bar hooked up and then I am out of here. That took way too long to get that done. That's a train in case you're wondering. It sounds really scary. Listen to this. It's a very scary, eerie night tonight. That is a locomotive at its finest right there. Why is it scary noises? It's so spooky out. It's so foggy. And the coyotes were howling earlier. I don't like this. I'm turning the lights back on. Another 20 minutes later and we have the tow bar mounted up, ready to bolt on. I am so tired and hungry. I left this morning with a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and I've been living off of Costco Bueno bars and 3 bananas for the day. But I am ready for this day to be over because I am tired of this day. Oh, we're slipping and sliding. Now I need to figure out how to back this up. Do I even have reverse lights? Watch me hit the truck. That'll be close enough. Finally, we are ready to go. It is now 12:15, something like that, midnight. I don't know, I'm tired. I am out of here. See you, Seattle. I don't want to be here anymore. 12:20, not bad. The truck has been feeling really sluggish going up hills and whatnot, so I pulled the air filter. This is the old one. It's pretty caked up. The little gauge here was all the way to the red. Reset it. I got a new one. This time we're going with a little thicker version of it. I'll pop this in here and get everything set back down.
Pass coverage in this game is incomplete. Punting it out there for Patriots. Yeah, Joe.
Now that I'm home, I'll get this front end swapped out with a fresh one.